I was 12 or 13 when I first kissed a boy. "Meet me in the maths room," his note said. I knew what was coming, not what the kiss would be like, rather that's what we'd be getting up to in the maths room. "How fast do you do it?" I asked my friend as we walked to the rendezvous. "Fast?" she said in a tone of voice that started me thinking speed clearly had nothing to do with kissing. God, what did? My friend left me at the door, and when I went inside, the boy was lying on one of the desks. When I remember that moment now, I realise it never occurred to me he wouldn't be there or that I wouldn't show up. A month ago, I agreed to do a performance at the Gay Pride Festival in Salisbury. I wrote a poem about yoga that I was going to perform, and I was going to do a demonstration of sober, ecstatic dance. I made a video about the fact that I was terrified of doing this, but that even though I didn't feel ready, didn't mean that I wasn't. And then a couple of hours after finishing filming, I got an email saying that the whole event had been cancelled. Whoa, what the fuck? I just told all of my followers that they were going to get to see me dance at Gay Pride. And then I checked myself. Wait a second. I was prepared to show up. Here's the thing about the code of showing up. It means that you're doing your best, and that even if other people cancel, you have shown your commitment. It's a sign to the universe that says, I ain't gonna quit. If I'd walked into that maths room years ago and found it empty, sure, I would have been hurt. I didn't have the wisdom back then to know that I had carried out a brave act, that by brushing my teeth, chewing gum, putting on my favourite t-shirt, I was pledging reliability, dedication. It was this reliability and dedication that came to me as I was spinning from that email. And it said, mate, you did everything you could. And so I knew that if I wasn't going to be performing my poem on stage, if I wasn't going to be teaching an audience at Gay Pride about sober and ecstatic dance, it was because there was something else out there for me. When we show up again and again and again, we get what we truly deserve, not what we think we deserve. So I'm showing up for you. I'm showing up with my poem. I'm showing up with my dancing, so that you can learn the importance of being where you say you're going to be. When we can depend on ourselves to show up, we can depend on ourselves to have that truly exceptional life that we have always wanted. Talking about ecstatic or sober dance in this context is great. Some of you may have seen my Instagram feed, the afternoons of unsystematic dancing that I record. This unsystematic movement has a purpose. It brings me back into the body when I am too much in my head and driving myself mad. It connects me with my heart, my higher purpose, when I've allowed myself to be distracted by day-to-day life. I begin by eating a piece of chocolate, which I make and keep in the fridge for exactly these moments. The rich, raw cacao connects me to the goddess energy within, so that I feel my blood, my veins, my true potential. I put music on and open my ears, allowing the sound to enter my body. I imagine it traveling through me as I feel the buzz of the cacao awakening my parts, and slowly I begin to move. Firstly, just warming up, reconnecting, seeing how my body wants to move today. And then I concentrate on one thing that I want to release. What is no longer serving me on this path I now walk. And I speak that out. I let it go. I move to release. And then I concentrate on one thing that I need to be reminded of, an ultimate gift that I possess that I'm currently overlooking. And I speak that out. And I move to remind myself of all the way that feels. And through the dance, I find a way of movement that has nothing to do with the mind, thoughts of who I should be, what I'm meant to be doing. I simply move. Yoga is balance and failure. Yoga is saying, I'm angry, and that's okay. It's touching fear and not flinching. Yoga is saying, this is who I am, and I'm proud. It's understanding that we are the only ones who can get in our way, and through yoga, we will learn to step aside and let our spirit soar. Yoga is saying, I can't, I'm not good enough. Feeling that place within, breathing with it until you can, until being good enough is just a set of words that you no longer need to live by. Yoga is understanding the mat will take you. Sad or incomplete or vulnerable or strong, the mat will take you. Yoga is knowing there is a way through. All you have to do is show up. Yoga is watching your thoughts. The ones that tell you to hate others, to hate yourself, and learning as you stand that we are not defined by our thoughts, that we are more than our thoughts, that we can choose to think what we want, what serves us. Yoga is forgiveness. Forgiving yourself. Sitting with the fact that you can't, that you will never be able to, and yet you show up. You get on the mat and each day you say, I forgive myself. And one day your heart opens. Yoga is love. It's practicing how to love yourself. It's feeling the blank when you can't and knowing that's okay. The mat will wait until you are ready, and you will be ready one day. Just keep showing up. Yoga is being in your body, no matter what your body looks like, because we are all perfect. Yoga is learning the way to happiness. It says maybe you need to practice, and that's okay. When you show up, you're showing up for yourself. You're saying, I'm here for you, and your destiny will unroll like a carpet, and you know that you have the resolve to walk it.